Okay, today we're going to be subtracting using the charge model. Now this is going to be a little bit different from adding, but not that much different. You still represent the first integer using positives or negatives. After that, you're going to take away the second integer from the first. And sometimes we have to make some zero pairs to make that happen. And what's left over is your answer. So let's start with -5, take away -2. We draw 5 negatives. Now this next part, not too hard to do. We want to take away 2 of the negatives. So I'm just going to draw an X on them to mark them out. They're gone away. That leaves us with 3 negatives. So -5, take away -2 is -3. Now you might recognize this problem. It's a pretty easy problem, and we're just doing this just to make sure you understand what's going on. So it's 7 minus 2. So we would have 7 positives, and we're going to take away 2 positives. So there's 1, 2. What does that leave us with? +5. And you probably already knew the answer to that one. Like I said, that one's just to help make sure you understand what we're doing. Okay, this one is -6 minus +4, or -6 take away +4. So we have 6 negatives. Now you're probably looking at it and going, how in the world do you take away 4 positives? Well, to do that, we have to create 0 pairs. And in this case, I'm creating 4 0 pairs, because I'm going to need to take away 4 positives. Now remember, when you're making 0 pairs, all you're doing is adding 0. In this case, we're adding 0 4 different times, which doesn't change anything. So -6, take away 4 positives. Let's take away the 4 positives, and what do we end up with? We end up with -10. Okay, this one is +4 minus -7, or +4, take away 7 negatives. So I draw my 4 positives. And once again, I look at it and go, how do I take away 7 negatives if they aren't there? Well, I have to make 0 pairs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason I made 7 was because we need to take away 7 negatives. So when I take away the 7 negatives, that leaves me with 11 positives. Okay, 3 minus 8. When you had this problem in elementary school, your teacher probably told you that you wrote it down backwards. But you didn't. It's the way we do that in 7th grade. So we're going to start with 3 positives. And now it says to take away 8 positives. Well, I already have 3. So how many more do I need? I need 5 more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 pairs. Now let's look at the problem again. It's 3, take away 8 positives. So if I take away all of these, there's 8 positives, I end up with -5. And that is how you add integers, or subtract integers, using the charge model.